Did you see this? Breaking right now, we have learned that the new judge in the case against the administration for those signal war texts happens to be, this guy. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Judge Boasberg. He's the same judge that, by the way, was the one in the deportation case. Small world, shall we say. I mean, wow, it was their lucky draw there. They drew this guy again, James Boasberg, and he is probably not a big fan of the Trump administration at this point, considering how many people have called for him to be impeached. But I'm just kind of wondering, is this a coincidence? How do these things happen? How? This is the lawsuit that's being brought by an American oversight group against the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, and other officials. It's basically seeking to prevent the unlawful destruction of, quote, federal records and to compel defendants to fulfill their legal obligations to preserve and recover federal records created through unauthorized use of signal for sensitive national security decision-making. This is according to the legal complaint. And Judge Boasberg gets to preside over this one. Lucky guy, huh? I mean, don't forget, this is the judge, okay, just to back up for a second. This is the judge that when the planes were in the air to El Salvador with the people from Venezuela that were known to be criminals and had been arrested for criminal activity, and they were sending them to El Salvador to the prison. This is the judge that said, "Hey, hang on, you gotta wait a second." And they're like, "No, we don't. We have the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, and we're using that." And I even wonder if they could use the Patriot Act in a way, because don't forget, the Patriot Act would expel anybody who is believed to be a threat to the United States. You have Tom Homan, meanwhile, going on TV on Fox saying, "Hey, we're going to keep doing this all day long." And sure enough, more planes were going out. Pam Bondi barely answered this guy's questions, the judge. Okay, she barely answered any of his questions. She blew through the original deadline, so we extended it. And then she kind of blew through that one. It was like noon on Thursday, and we were sitting around at 3 o'clock on Thursday, and stuff still hadn't come through. I mean, so much so that there was a guy on CNN, Eli Honig, who used to be in the DOJ, and he's like, "Wow, I'm almost impressed. I actually am impressed. They really don't care two bits about this judge, because their feeling on this judge is that he's way overstepping his bounds." Anyway, Tom Homan is like, "No, we're going to keep doing our job. I'm committed to it. The president's committed to it. And we're going to get rid of the really bad guys that are here in the country." Watch him.
Another flight every day. The teams are going to be out there every day. Every day, the men and women of ICE are going to be in the neighborhoods of this nation arresting criminal, illegal alien, public safety threats, and national security threats. Lawrence, you're not going to stop us. We made a promise to the American people. The President Trump has made a promise to American people. We're going to make this country safe again. I wake up every morning loving my job because I work for the greatest president in the history of my life, and we're going to make this country safe again. I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
Wow. Okay. So that's what they're up against, all right? Again, this is not the same Trump administration that you've seen before. So consider that within the context of also Donald Trump. Just yesterday, we broke this news right here on the show moments after it happened. He announced that he was declassifying all the Russia documents. Remember Crossfire Hurricane? He said, guess what? It's all coming out in the open. We're going to see everything, because I really want to understand what was going on with the Carter Page thing, where they were tapping his phone and they were falsifying documents to get a FISA warrant to do it. All because Hillary Clinton had commissioned some opposition research, and it went through the law firm, then Fusion GPS, then through the ex-British spy, Christopher Steele, who put together a little hatchet job, which was basically opposition research, and then they turned that in to the FBI. And Comey then went on, I showed you this all yesterday, he bragged about it, like, "Oh, I'm so smart about the way I can go after these guys." Well, this can't happen again. It's not going to happen again. And they're going to make sure it doesn't happen again. A quick shout out to something I am happy to participate in. I'm going to be attending a summit in Savannah, Georgia, May 1st and 2nd. I'd hope you might be there too. Maybe you can join me. I'm going to be on stage with some really terrific media stars. I'm looking at the copy they gave me. This is for the Freedom Fighters Summit. And I got to say, these guys know what they're doing because they put my name first. The technical copy that they'd like me to read is that we're basically going to talk about some of the biggest issues, right, facing our nation with conservative luminaries leading America's political revolution, media stars like Trish Regan first. I wonder if they knew they were sending this to me. Anyway, we're going to have a lot of other people there. You know Bill Bennett. He has a lot to say on education. My friend Sarah Carter, just a tremendous journalist herself, was with me at Fox when I was there. Mike Gallagher, who's over at Salem with me. Grover Norquist. I love Grover. We go way back. And of course, Grover's very much with me about low taxation. Steve Moore, same thing. Kellyanne Conway's going to be there. We have Governors Youngkin, Governor Kemp, along with members of President Trump's cabinet that are going to be there, members of Congress, and it is all happening in this one place for our Freedom Summit in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, May 1st and 2nd. So you can get tickets to this. I encourage you to do this. It's not just any event. It's like the only event the Job Creator Networks has every year. It is a sort of legendary thing, Freedom Fighters Summit. And I encourage you to go take, oh, by the way, we've got Rob Schneider coming, the comedian, and also Lee Greenwood. You know that song. I might just have to get up on stage and sing it with him. Anyway, lots of opportunities to enjoy golf and tour Savannah, you name it. So you can reserve your spot at this one-of-a-kind event, beautiful event in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. All you have to do is go to jcn2025summit.com, use promo code SALEM, SALEM, for a special discount, because when you buy one ticket, you get the second one 50% off. Okay, so a little deal there. Actually, I should also mention this. We only have 150 tickets, so act fast. 150 tickets. Use the Salem discount. Go to jcn2025summit.com now. Tickets, only 150 of them. Go there before they sell out. Again, jcn2025summit.com. Use promo code Salem to get that discount. Take advantage of this special discount that we're offering. So I'm looking forward to it. Right? Savannah, Georgia. I love Savannah, Georgia. Just have to be careful of the alligators. Anyway.